Hi everybody, it's Julie here, and I have a really fun thing to show you today. I'm going to make some cards, and I'm going to use the die set from Create Paper Maggie Holmes Confetti. But first we're going to make the sort of paper we're going to use. So I'm going to start off with watercolor paper, and this is not how you should watercolor like if you do it for real, but since I just want color on paper, this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm using my Ganside Hobby watercolors because I love them and you get such rich colors. And I'm using red pinkish colors. I want a pink flower and I'm going to go with a black blue leaf. So this is the flower. And as you can see, I just spritzed a lot of water and then came with color and then just going to do it again. And what I really like about this is that you get that sort of watermarks that watercolor is sort of, watercolor. So that's why I'm drawing it in between. So I can go with layers and layers, and this you can do with different colors in the color family, and you can go over and over so you really get what you want. Here what you can see is I missed some water in my hands, and you can see the white spots coming up, and that will also create more texture because the flowers in itself are pretty small, and I want to get a lot of watercolor texture in that little what do you call it, flower. I'm also using some Heidi Shine because I need some Heidi Shine here. So I just flick that a little bit to get that droplets flickering looking things and a little bit of shine. Um, yeah, it's very technical terms today. Okay, it's Monday. Give me a break. So doing it again. Um, yeah. That is background music. Um, So I'm going to go in with water and then a pipette, and they're just like to add texture. I really want that when you look at these flowers that we're going to cut out later, you really want to, I want it to look like watercolor. Um, so that is it. The other one, I want to show you a different technique I like to use, and this is just with spray. So you don't need some fancy watercolor, you don't need a fancy watercolor in any case, but I figured a lot of us have mists. So I'm going to use this Black Raven, I think it's from Lindy Stamking. And it's a really fun, nice, warm, dark black, which is, I find pretty fun. It feels pretty warm. So it was a bit clogged up. So I'm just going to spray that. Now this will create a mess. So that's why it's really great to work on like a silicone mat or something. It's really easy to wipe off. So I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to use Highly Shine in Navy, one of my favorites. I really like this one. Just be sure when you use glimmer products that has glimmer mic in it to really shake it up. In the Heidi Shines, oh, I'm sorry, Heidi Swap Color Shine, Adele, she's really good at branding. There are little like balls in there, so you really need to shake it up, otherwise it will clog, and you don't want that. Here I have a mist I made myself with silver paint and a little bit of black in it. It won't come across as black, it's just like a dark grey, or light grey actually. But I'm just going to spritz that a little bit. And it's really fun if you are interested in making your own mists. It's really easy, and if you want some shine to it, what I do is I have acrylic paint, like a pearlescent um, like it's transparent pearlescent paint. I just put a little bit in there and you get like a pearl shine to it, or a metallic shine. It's really fun. And this one that you can see, I just have water, I have some silver acrylic paint, and I also have a little bit of black in just to add to the gray. But that is it. So you can do the same sort of technique but with mists if you have the colors that you really want and you don't feel like painting. But I just wanted to show you different techniques that you can do. Also, you can get really cool textures with the mist. You can see because I didn't pre-wet and tape down my watercolor paper, it sort of rise and that adds to that sort of drops, and that will create some texture later. But obviously if you if you, like me, are actually painting with watercolor, you know you should wet your paper and then tape it up to get it completely flat. But if you like don't care, I mean, it's just like a card project, then I say, why should you tape it down, really? I would just not recommend taping it down if you haven't added water to it already, like just taping down a dry piece of acrylic paper, because that will rise a lot and buckle a lot, and you will like those buckles will stay in the paper. So I prefer to either wet my paper, tape it down, or not wet my paper and just go right ahead at it. So that's just me personally. Here I'm adding more like water splashes, as you could see on, like I did on the pink one, but it will come across more clearly on this one, obviously, because it has a dark color. Um, and of course you can try with different colors. I just really want to try out the pink with the really dark black blue color, but if you like yellow or green or whatever. So here I have my dies from the Crepe Paper Maggie Holmes confetti set, and I just put the leaf die on the black blue paper, and I'm going to pick 3 of the flower dies on the pink one. So yep, very very pretty. I have them in a little bag so I don't lose them. I probably will anyway. And of course I positioned everything. I was looking through the video and like, I'm out of frame all the time. I'm really sorry about that, so I will do my best to compensate with my very good narrative explaining voice. Couldn't even say that. Okay, so when you cut out these dies, I run them through like 4 times, and that's because there is a very intricate flower, the centerpiece, and this is a watercolor paper and it really needs to go back and forth. But it will come out really pretty if you just bring it back and forth that extra time. So I cut off a lot of them, and I'm going to use them to make flowers, and you're going to see that. So here I'm going to use some craft cardstock for my card base, and I cut them at 4 inches and then at 8, and then I'm going to score them in the middle, so you sort of get a 4x4 card. So I'm doing that, and I really like this craft cardstock because it's really heavy and really sturdy, so it's really good for cards. And I'm going to cut it right there. So out of 1 piece of cardstock you get 4 cards and 1 scrap piece, I think. So this is from Beautiful something Webster's pages, quite a long time ago, but I really like it, and I'm going to use the blue wood grain wood paneling page, which is the other side. So I just tape them down, and now I'm going to add my first layer, and I thought it would be really fun to have a doily, so I'm going to put my super tiny doily, and I'm going to put that on all 4. So when I'm doing this video, I'm actually doing 4 cards, but you don't need to see the whole process, so I have tried to improve my editing skills by editing away the other things. But I'm going to start with adding the doilies. And these doilies I got like a huge pack, and they were really cheap, so otherwise I don't think I would need 300 of these doilies, but you always need doilies, what I'm saying. So I'm brought out my glue gun, and I'm gluing down my flowers. So I do that all at once, and because they are watercolor paper, and I didn't have another good glue. I have like a glue shortage, a tape and glue shortage, okay? It's a serious problem here. So right now I'm just gluing it down in the corner, all 4 of them. I'm going to glue together the other flowers later. And like I said, I'm out of screen, but I take a few leaves on either side to sort of add in that corner. So I'm doing that, and I'm just mixing it up really. And the hot glue is really good for this, like you can work pretty quickly and you know it's going to have a strong hold. The downside with hot glue, well, it is hot, so you can obviously burn. I have done that so many times. Also you can have like a leaking hot glue gun, which is super annoying. This one is a little bit better, I have to say. It still leaks it still leaks a little bit, but it's not as bad. Now I thought I was going to add some twine, and this is a white, pink and red twine, which I would not have used personally otherwise, I have to say, but I think it works really good with these colors, and I'm just going to add a little bow right there, and just like a little thing. I thought that was cute. So I'm going to add that on all four of them. And this, I think, is from Doodlebug. It was like a Valentine's collection with twine, I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I didn't think I was going to use this one, but it works really great with the colors. So now you can see the cards slowly coming together, and I think it's really nice when you make cards like these. They're quite simple, really, um, but really cute and fun, and you can make a lot of them. It doesn't take that much more time because you have all the stuff out anyway. And so now I just put on some glossy accent and then added some pearls and bling to the flower. And then I bring out my, oh, love this one. It's the Small Talk little booklet from Tim Holtz, and it has a lot of just quotes or sayings, and I think it's really cute. So I just picked four of them and put them on the card, and that's my sort of sentiment for the card. And that is it, really. Super easy, super fun, and I hope you have liked this video of making some really simple cards, but really effectful and fun, I hope. I hope to see you on Wednesday, where I'm going to take inspiration from this and make a layout. Have a great Monday. I hope to see you soon. Bye!